let's move to the policy number 3, principle related to international and political policies. Panchayati Raj should be established by the state, for which proper leadership, officer, and financial aid should be provided to conduct the work in free way. According to this principle, Panchayati Raj should be established by the state. Panchayati Raj, in which Panchayat is given all the right to decide the case. Panchayat means made of 5 members of the village, and that they decide every matter. So it is required that Panchayati Raj should be established again by the state, for which it helps to run the state properly, for which proper leadership, officers, and financial aid should be provided to conduct the work in free way. Second, a state should separate its services from corporate minds, and it should be in liberty so that judges can be impartial, fearless, and courageous in rendering judgment. So it is believed that the judges who are giving the judgment, they should be impartial, fearless, and courageous whenever they are giving any judgments. Next, we have the state should make attempts to maintain international peace, security, to establish fair relations between nations, and to increase respect of international law. So the state should attempt to maintain international peace, security, to establish fair relations between nations, and to increase respect of international law. So in this present scenario, it is very important that international peace should be established, should be maintained. International peace, security should be maintained in the world, and fair relations should be there with nations, different nations, between other nations, and respect to international law is also should be increased. So this way we can achieve the international goals. Next, we have a principle related to education and cultural policy. Free and compulsory education for the children in the age group between 6 to 14 years is mentioned in the Constitution, and it is the fundamental right to education since 2009. So the fourth one is principle related to education, and according to this policy, the children who are in the age group of 6 to 14, they should be provided free and compulsory education, and this is their fundamental right. Principle related to cultural policy, in which it is said that to preserve and protect state heritage, artifacts, monuments, cultural places, art, and building, the state should protect these cultural heritage places from distortion, robbery, transitioning, disposal, and deteriorations. The state should have the aim of preserving the cultural and historical legacy. So it is our duty to preserve and protect the cultural heritage, artifacts, monuments, cultural places, art, and building. The state should protect these cultural heritage places from distortion, robbery, transitioning, disposal, and exploitations. That we know that whenever we visit any historical places, we found that they are in danger, and that the distortions has been noticed, and it is our duty to protect them, to preserve them, and government should take attempt to preserve them. So this is our duty, that whenever we are traveling or whenever we are visiting such type of places, we should take care of those places. We should not harm them. Okay, because sometimes what we do, we write our name on the buildings, on that artifacts, monuments, try to write something, and this type of things, because we have a international visitors, so we should this type of monument show our culture to them. So we should protect them, we should preserve them, and it is our duty. Next, we have a fifth principle related to health policy. Public wellness and hygiene should be provided along with provision for better nutrition, amenity, better nutrition and health amenities for the people by the state. That public wellness and hygiene should be provided along with provision for better nutrition and health amenities for the people by the state. State should provide, or state should make certain provision for public wellness and hygiene. So we can take example of the present situation, that we are facing the situation, we are in this situation where COVID-19 is increasing day by day. So it is our duty to follow the guidelines which are given by the government. Second, prohibition on harmful drugs, harmful soft drinks, and drugs should be done by the state. This should be further banned as it will create health hazards for the public. So certain drugs, soft drinks should be banned. That prohibition on harmful drugs, soft drinks, drugs should be done by the state, and it should be further banned as it will create health hazards for public. So we know that many drugs and soft drinks, they are banned because they create health hazards for the people. So it is a duty of the government to make certain provision for this. Next, we have to preserve the environment with latest amendments, thereby taking care of the forest and vegetation should be the policy of the state. To preserve the environment uh, with latest amendments, taking care of forest and other resources, certain provisions should be made, and as a citizen we should follow certain provisions and try to preserve the environment. Hygienic environment should be maintained in the working area of laborers. They should have social and cultural development at the time of leisure. Entertainment provision should be there to maintain mental health, and these provisions should be kept in concern by the state. So fourth one is hygienic environment should be maintained in the working areas for laborers, because to increase their work and to inspire them to work hard, hygienic environment should be created, and unhygienic environment affect their health. So it is a duty of the owner as well as the state to see that hygiene and healthy environment should be provided to the laborers, and they should have social and cultural development at the time of leisure. At the time of leisure or at the time of recess, free time, they can do any social or cultural development. So they should provide it certain entertainment programs, or they should give a certain period so that they can go out and can use that time Entertainment provision should be there to maintain mental health, that they should be provided certain entertainment facility in a recess time, in a free time, so they can uh, get they can maintain their mental health as well as can refresh themselves. These provisions should be kept in concern by the state. So the state provides certain facility or uh, facility that hygienic and healthy environment should be created in a working areas, and to improve their mental health they should provide certain entertainment facilities like television, radio, etc., which help them to work more. So these are the policy, directive, principle of state policies which help us or which help the citizen to get guideline and to behave in certain way. Thus, this principle provide guidance to state to take lead toward establishment of equal, just, and social order without any exploitation. The directive principle and we seek future society. They guide us to the direction that we should go and lead us to our destination. So, these directive principle guide us to the proper direction, and from that we can reach to our destination. The upliftment of the society and protection of society will be taken care by the state. Fundamental rights limit the state leadership while directive principle extend state leadership. Fundamental rights make the existence of democracy, while directive principle of society and finance imparts aim for international interrelations of democracy. There is no opposition between them, both of them complete each other. So fundamental rights and fundamental duty, they complete each other. As we discussed earlier that certain rights are given to us, we enjoyed them, but at the same time certain duties are also incorporated to us. So with that duties, keeping in mind the duties, we have to enjoy our rights. So both fundamental rights and fundamental duties, they both complete each other. Thank you.